And data and its storage and its management is a critical element in what our Defence Forces do. And so it's wonderful to see how that's being done here, and Australia's best and brightest minds, and very young, bright minds as well, being applied to this task. It's exciting to see people finding those jobs and those careers as we continue to develop and grow our defence industry in the manufacturing, advanced manufacturing sector. But today is all about jobs. Today is again about the JobMaker plan, doing everything we can as we grow out of the COVID-19 recession to ensure that we keep Australians in jobs, that we keep businesses in business. And one of the key areas we're doing that is ensuring that how we're spending money in the defence industry, how we're procuring, how we're managing our defence estate, how we're providing enterprise grants to support the development of new technology, that will keep people in jobs. 4,000 jobs and $1 billion of brought forward expenditure, more reservists, more reservist hours, estate management works done everywhere from Jervis Bay to all around the country, as particularly up in the Northern Territory, and the works of almost $200 million being there. What we're doing is we're ensuring that we can keep Australians in jobs. The JobMaker plan, whether it's what we're doing with over $2 billion in skills investments together with the states and territories, the work we're doing in industrial relations, the work we're doing in energy, bringing forward infrastructure, all of these things as part of our plan to ensure that we keep Australians.
It looks as though those gremlins are back. Are we going to hold on here to see if we can re-establish that picture? We've lost the audio, we've lost the picture. That's the Prime Minister. It's good. Here we go again.
Elements of this announcement that will support our Defence Forces, in particular the reservist announcements. Then I'm going to ask Melissa, as the Minister for Defence Industry, to talk about how our defence industry plans are supporting our JobMaker program and supporting keeping people in work. Linda.
Well, thank you very much, Prime Minister. Several months ago, I asked the Department of Defence and the ADF to look for projects during COVID-19 that would accelerate capability development, that would accelerate our infrastructure projects around the nation, and that would employ more reservists, but also ensure that we support the 70,000 jobs around our nation in the defence supply chain. And there is no greater example of that than the DataPod team here today in the ACT. They are an example of extraordinary Australian innovation, and they provide a critical capability in deployed data centres, not only here in Australia for the ADF, but also overseas. And they're a great example of a company who started in the mining sector, providing these facilities in very harsh and dusty conditions, which we now use around the world. So this project is all about enhancing defence capability, but it's also about jobs. And as we've seen here today with Scott and Adam and their team of young systems engineers in mechatronics systems design, they are developing the next generation of these technologies, and I couldn't be prouder. And can I say, during COVID, the ADF had to adapt very quickly to working at a new business as usual in COVID. We also had to make sure that our defence industry, which supports our capabilities, was also able to operate in new ways during COVID. And again, DataPod is a great example of that.